The buzz of white noise in her head built to a crescendo. Viva pressed her lips together tightly and swallowed hard. She jerked around to face the lineswoman, who stared straight ahead, no expression on her face. Viva nodded, a jerky up and down, and walked back to the service line. 2 bounces of the ball, the toss, the swing. The softer serve kicked wide, and Paige returned it hard down the center. For a minute, they dueled back and forth before Paige sent a backhand winner down the line. 6-6. Viva now needed 2 straight points to win. She stalked back to her chair for the short break at the change of ends. A mouthful of sports drink, another of water. She wiped the handle of her racket and tested the string tension. The little routines calmed her momentarily, stilled her jiggling knee. She focused deep inside, trying in vain to block out the pounding music that played during the 2-minute breaks. Viva returned to the service line. Someone coughed in the crowd as she prepared to serve, and she paused, then bounced the ball one more time. A clean serve down the center line. Paige pushed it back short. Viva raced in and scooped the ball. It hit the net cord and for an agonizing moment seemed to hang there before it fell back on Viva's side of the net. Damn, that was the worst luck. That was... No. She slammed a wall up against the negative thoughts. 7-6, Westermeyer. If Paige won this point, she would win the match, and now she had 2 serves. Viva focused on her feet as she returned to the baseline, this time to receive. Paige took her time to serve, bouncing the ball many times, then a bad ball toss, which she caught and regrouped. Viva bit her lip. The umpire should call a time violation. He should... She tamped that line of thought. Focus. Paige's serve was soft, almost tentative. Viva was already in position, and her driving return clipped the baseline. 7-7. Yes. She jogged back to the baseline to receive and sent a cool glance at her opponent. Do your worst, Paige. Paige's next serve thundered down hard and fast and unexpected. Viva lunged for it, and the ball glanced off the tip of her racket. A streak of pain shot into her wrist from the force, and she gasped as the joint was forced back. The racket fell to the ground. She bent to pick it up, gritting her teeth against her disappointment. Her wrist throbbed. It was now 8-7, and a second match point to Paige. But it was not over yet. After accepting a ball, she spun around to the service line and stared down the court as she drew a deep breath and blew it out slowly. She twitched her foot into position, the toe of her fluoro shoe behind the line. 2 bounces, a third for luck, throw, swing, and the serve was good. She was sure it was, and... Foot fault. No! The shout erupted from her tight throat. Not again! No way! The racket trembled in her hand, and she clenched her fingers on the handle. A glance at the umpire's implacable face. No chance of an overrule. She swung to face the lineswoman, who sat stony-faced on the chair, her neat brown hair as short and tightly controlled as the rest of her. She stared straight ahead, as if she were waiting for a bus. Viva glared up at the umpire. She's wrong. You can't let her get away with this. It's match point. A red haze built in her mind. She tightened her grip on the racket, consumed by the urge to smash it onto the court until it was broken beyond repair. Second serve. Viva tightened her lips so much that her teeth ground together. She nodded once, tightly, to the umpire and stalked back to the service line. As she drew level with the lineswoman, she flicked her a contemptuous look. I will not forget this. The woman didn't flinch. Her sweat-damp hair...